Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. Let me just pause for a moment and wax poetic about what an excellent, dare I say, exquisite selection of classes this is. I haven't played either one of them in a long time. Hunter has been the longest, so that's what we'll do. Ah, Jesus Christ. Well, that sucked. Good commentary, Boris. Good commentary. So I'm sick of losing games and not having taunt, so we'll take a Sunfree Protector over the over the Pyromancer. Panda, kind of such a fun card. I really like that card a lot. But we're gonna take the best 2-drop in the game. I think that's much more strong. Here, it's a choice between the kind of weird mass removal or the kill command. I really hate the fact that Explosive Trap basically does not work if you have any minions out, because the opponent will almost never attack you when you have minions out. So we'll take the kill command here, even though I don't have any beasts at this moment. Another Spiteful Smith goes by as I take multi-shot. And here, I hate to do this, but these are all garbage, so I'm going to take the monkey because at least it's a beast. Now, Hunter's Mark can be a very strong card. And I will actually do this over the Explosive Trap, although it's a bit crazy, I know, because the Explosive Trap's more reliable. But Hunter's Mark, I just want to make sure I've got an out to big things if I am going to take a kind of control bent to this deck, which it seems like is going to be the case. Here we get our Hounds. Now, Hyena is cute with the Hounds, as well as with Kill Command. But I'm going to take a Yeti. I think that's just too strong not to take. I haven't played with Argent Commander in a long time. I miss that guy. He's a good guy. Starving Buzzard needs to be taken to go with my Hound, so I've got that combo in place. That's great. Here we get a bunch of junk. I will take the Abusive Sergeant. I mean, the Frostwolf Warlord is a quote-unquote combo with Unleash the Hounds, I guess, but I'd rather hold out for other better endgame cards. Man, this is junk. Junk, de-junk, junk, junk. So rather than taking a mediocre 3-drop, we'll take a mediocre 2-drop, because at least it comes down earlier. Now, I'll take an Arcane Shot over Multi-Shot, because that gives me some reach to the deck. This is total trash. What is going on today? Guess we're taking the Tauren Warrior. I don't want the War Golem. So, Houndmaster, I don't think it has enough beasts in this deck to support it. This is junk, so we'll take another kill command. Now, this is an interesting moment, because Harvest Golem, I think, is the best card, or Fen Creeper, for that matter. The Raptor's obviously the worst, but it does fit my curve. It gives me an extra 2-drop, and it gives me a beast, which I think is important. So, is it worth it to take a bad beast here over the really premier 3 and 5 drops? I think so. I don't know, that could definitely be a mistake, and if it is, then it is, but I'm going to trust my instincts. Now, do I take 3 Unleash the Hounds? That seems a bit extreme. But what else am I doing here? Mad Bomber? No. 3 Unleash the Hounds it is. Only one playable here, the Sunwalker, so we have to take it. Here is an interesting moment. I can take the Grizzly, but I'm kind of overloading on 3-drops. However, really, most of my 3-drops are just spells. As far as actual 3-drops, it's just the Monkey and the Warrior, so this is a fair choice. It gives me a beast. Now, the Timberwolf goes really nicely with triple Unleash the Hounds. So I'm going to take it. It's still a beast. I can still turn on kill commands with it, and it goes well with Unleash the Hounds. What is this? I don't even know what this is. I don't know what I'm looking at there. Good lord. So I don't think I want a second multi-shot. Stormsuck Commando could be good, but we'll take the Trap. Stop it. Aggro starts. Okay, now I guess I will take a second multi-shot because this thing's junk, and I have a Hunter's Mark. I don't really want 2 of them. Here we'll take the Boulder Fist Ogre to get some endgame beef into the deck. Eaglehorn Bow versus the Shot. I'm going to take the Shot, actually. I mean, the Bow is definitely good. I only have 1 secret to trigger it, but this Shot, I find, is just so excellent. I'm almost always happy to have it. Alright, well, we have garbage, and a Sea Giant, so this ends up being a little bit of a top-heavy deck. Pyromancer really doesn't work well at all with Unleash the Hounds. I'm going to take the Crazed Alchemist. Might as well. Ooh, Animal Companion. Now, I don't have any card draw. I have 0 card draw in this deck. That's a little bit scary. But this isn't that great. Yeah, we'll take the Animal Companion. Alright, there's my card draw, I guess. So, this deck, it's got some endgame, and it's got pretty good removal and 3 copies of Unleash the Hounds. Okay, I do have card draw with the Starving Buzzard and the Azure Drake. It's not much for, you know, sort of an endgame focused deck, but it'll have to do. I've got some early game stuff. I don't know, man. I think this deck's okay. I feel good about this. Let's see if we can make it to 5 wins.
Rexa versus Jade.
Yasuo Carry. Is that like a reference to a MOBA? Like, is there some character named Yasuo who's a carry? I don't know. Anyway, let's not keep Unleash the Hounds because, of course, I have 3 of them in the deck. So we'll just mulligan that back, get another one, great. I'm pretty happy with this deck to play them most of the time just on their own without any sort of synergy, but I do have a fair amount of synergy. I got the Buzzard for 1, and I have a Hunter's Mark for 2, and a Timberwolf for 3. So I've got 3 Unleash the Hounds and 3 cards that go well with Unleash the Hounds. Now I could Steady Shot here, or I could drop the Alchemist. Alright, we're going to drop the Alchemist. I think it's more important to get a body on the ground than it is to get 2 damage on the face, even though this will be the kind of deck that tries to burn out the opponents, especially when my opponent is a mage who has no built-in healing. Ooh, she doesn't have anything to play, which is actually, like I've commented before, somewhat rare, although I've said it so frequently lately, and maybe it's not as rare as I think, but I think it's pretty rare for someone with a coin to do nothing on turn 2. I think. Is she actually just going to ping this to death? Like, did she really have nothing else to do? I'd be surprised. She has a Frostbolt here. She can Frostbolt this, coin to Fire Blast this, and clear my board and go up a card. And then I'd have nothing to do except lay an Explosive Trap and Steady Shot, which is pretty bad. This is a bit of an awkward hand here. I need minions. No, she just plays a Harvest Golem, which also is kind of annoying because I can't really deal with it. Shoot. Well, shoot. This 3 health is a problem, and if I run into it to enrage my guy, of course, I can just get pinged to death. I could run in, Arcane Shot, finish it off with the Crazed Alchemist, but that seems silly. Alright, Kill Command. Do I need you here? Kill Command this, throw the Crazed Alchemist away? It's an option. It's an option. I don't know if this is right, but I'm gonna go for it. So my thinking here is let's get some damage on the face. She's down to basically 20 health. I've got 5 here, so she's basically down to 15, down to 13. And Unleash the Hounds could be some burn damage. This is burn damage, my Steady Shot, of course. And Argent Commander could be used for burn damage as well. So I'm basically saying, like, hey, Mage, why don't you put some pressure on me and show me what you're going to do. She lays a secret. Now, I think she should coin here to Fire Blast away the Tauren Warrior, which she's going to do. But she should first attack with the... Well, she should first attack with the Harvest Golem, and then Fire Blast it. Otherwise, the Harvest Golem is going to die for absolutely no reason, because this guy does enrage. Oh my goodness, I can't believe she actually did that. That's really weird. My opponent is a new player, or a bad player, one of the two. She threw away a Harvest Golem for absolutely no reason. So, okay, let's check for Mirror Entity. It is Mirror Entity. Now, what's more important to be? Putting damage on the face, 2 extra damage, or throwing this thing away? Wow, this mana wraith situation is kind of bizarre. There's now 2 mana wraiths on the board. Everything is 2 mana more expensive. That's pretty crazy. I think we're not going to go too crazy here. Let's just do this. Steady Shot that. Do I want to Arcane Shot this to keep my creature around? I think I do. Even though it seems a little weird, I think it's worth Arcane Shotting that to keep us around. Arcane Shot could have gone to the face for 2 damage, but if it keeps this thing alive and it hits for 2 damage, Arcane Shot essentially achieves its goal. Now, if she plays a Stormpike Commando here or a Stampeding Kodo, she can kill this, and then I'm going to probably regret what I did. Stampeding Kodo especially, because it wouldn't even die to an Argent Commander. She has another secret, though, which I'm pretty content with, actually. And she's going to play a minion. She's really got a very slow game here. Nothing going on with this mage, which is just fine by me. Well, let's Steady Shot. Wait, if it's Mirror Entity, will I trade the Mana Wraith into the Raptor? No, I will not. Well, will I? I think I will, actually, yeah, so let's check for Mirror Entity. This one's not Mirror Entity. Let's check for Ice Armor. Please be Vaporize. It's Ice Armor. Well, that's a bit unfortunate for me, even though Ice Armor is a garbage card, so she essentially goes a card down. Kind of a problem, because that means she's now at 24 health, so my potential to burn her out is diminished. She's not playing anything, so my hounds are dead. I have 2 more hounds in the deck. If I, like, get any more of them, they're all going to be dead cards. She hasn't really done much this game, so either she has a crazy endgame or her deck's just terrible. She's got, like, removal, like, fireballs that she doesn't feel like using against my little chumper niblets. Alright, she pings away my Mana Wraith. Now she can play up to a 4-mana minion. Most of them would die to Kill Command, except for Water Elemental. So yeah, Water Elemental is probably the main card I don't want to see right now. She's a Spellbreaker. Interesting. So she's really desperate to put minions down, it seems. Well, Let's keep it simple, keep it safe, shall we? So we kill this, go up a card, hit her in the face. Now, a Blizzard or a Flame Strike will clear the board, leaving her at 21 health. 19 health. 17 health.
What you want?
12 health. She doesn't have a Flame Strike, though. She's just got this dumb thing.
For the crusade!
And the Scarlet Crusader, do you want to play one more minion for me? That would actually make Unleash the Hounds worth playing. No, she's got nothing. Alright, so the Scarlet Crusader will kill my Argent Commander if I'm not careful. Now let's think about the situation here. I could play Unleash the Hounds, get 2 Hounds, use this as basically a 3-mana removal for the Grunt. That leaves me with 5 mana. Let's see, if I Unleash the Hounds, throw them at the Grunt, this is 7 damage. So 21 minus 7 is 14, 14 minus 5 is 9, 9 minus 2 is 7. I think I'd actually just rather do this. So the Grunt stops me. I'm not going to throw my Argent Commander away, obviously. Now she has to deal with this Ogre. So she's going to have to spend most of her turn polymorphing or fireballing it. She can kill this commander with her Scarlet Crusader. And the Scarlet Crusader is going to die to Explosive Trap. So will any minions she plays, most likely, if she does indeed fireball, ping, or polymorph ping my Ogre. She plays an Ironforge Rifleman, so she pings my face? That's interesting. I would have pinged the Argent Commander, then she could have pinged the Argent Commander with Fire Blast, and not have to use the Divine Shield of the Scarlet Crusader. She also leaves herself without enough mana to ping away this sheep. I don't think this person's playing correctly at all. She will kill my commander. Alright, great. So I can play Unleash the Hounds again. It's basically 2 damage here. Ooh, multi-shots? Wow. Oh, man. So if I play the Drake and multi-shot, I don't do steady shot. But let's take a look at our options. I can do this. It's 2 damage, 3 damage. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10 damage. She's at 5 health. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with that. Well, 3 health. Because if she did have some life gain, I would blow all my load and then not be able to win in time. Although she's at 28 health, it's probably just worth it to do that. Okay, let's hedge our bets. I'm going to multi-shot to clear her board. I will steady shot. And I will hit her in the face. It is worth remarking the sheep is a beast, so Kill Command could have dealt 5 damage there, but I don't want to commit to Kill Command just yet. It's unstoppable except for by Counterspell and Ice Block, which are 2 pretty rare things. One of them is rare, one of them is epic. So I'd rather just wait on that. And just in case I need to like clear away a taunter or something. Cold Light Oracle, ladies and gentlemen. That is hilarious. So we got 2 Unleash the Houndses. Awesome. This should be 2 damage unless it gets polymorphed. Alright, so she has 3 creatures out now. And she's going to ping away my sheep, I can only presume. Oh, she plays a 4th creature. Oh, she's getting this guy real big. So my sheep lives. Now we need to, again, check the situation. So I can play Unleash the Hounds. Well, I can play them twice, but remember, there's only 7 minions allowed on the board. So this one would give me 4. This one would only give me 2. So I can play this. That's 4 damage. 4 plus 5 is 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I do win now. Just by burning out. Okay, she never played any taunts. Very bizarre game. I kind of... I wouldn't say I struggled because I am at 28 health and like ahead on cards, but it's kind of tense. Like she definitely at multiple moments in that game could have had the stuff that would have been really strong for her. But she never had anything, so we won. Alright, great. Yasuo carry. Go back to League of Legends. No, I'm just kidding. First of all, I don't think Yasuo is from League of Legends. Or is he? I don't know. She. But second of all, no, keep playing Hearthstone. That person, I think they have the potential. I think they have the potential to become good. They just need to choose their Fire Blast targets a little better and think more about their hero ability. The big mistake was throwing away the Harvest Golem. Had she kept that around, that could have made a whole big difference. Kaofu is an awesome name for a druid or for anyone. Very well done. I wish there was a nice name emote. I will keep this hand. Now the question is, am I going to play the Abusive Sergeant on turn 1? Because if he has nothing better to do than to shapeshift, that's a loss. If he does have something else he's planning to do, that would be a win. Keep in mind also the battle cry is useful. Like if this were a leper gnome or something, I would probably just play it. But Abusive Sergeant, all right, we'll hang on to it. We'll hang on to it. This deck has pretty good removal with all like the hounds and the multi-shots and so forth. I currently don't have any of it in my hand. Ah, I should have played it. Then I could have traded it for the Panther or made him shapeshift. Either one would have been good. Well, balls. So we'll keep the Sun Fury Protector. We'll throw away the Amani Berserker. This, just to give something taunt, could be very, very strong. Sea Giant, if I can get that out, that could be very strong. I do have, actually, I didn't count this, but this is also a good synergy card with Unleash the Hounds. So you can play Unleash the Hounds and then, like, also play Sea Giant. Alrighty, Wrath-Sadaths here. Kills my Berserker, hits me in the face. So now this 2-drop is going to trade with my 3-drop, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's fine. Am I going to coin out this Yeti? I will, actually. The risk here is that he has a Dark Iron Dwarf, and I've wasted my coin. But if he doesn't have Dark Iron Dwarf or Abusive Sergeant, this is very strong, because now he's going to have to throw 2 cards at that Yeti. Or like a Direwolf Alpha and Shapeshift. Something like that. So it's a risk. This is a risk that I played, no doubt. But it has a high payout for a relatively small price, that of the coin.
I must safeguard.
Alright, so he does have a decent way of dealing with it. He deals 2 damage and throws the Panther away. Luckily, this isn't a Dark Iron Dwarf. A Dark Iron Dwarf would have achieved the same thing, but it'd been a 4-4. This is still a 2-4, which matters. For example, when I do something like this, yeah, he's going to have to shapeshift into this if he wants to finish it off, or again, give his Keeper the Grove a buff. With that said, I wish my Yeti had lived, or at least been a 2-for-1. Instead, it was a 1-for-1, and that's unfortunate. He's got a Harvest Golem, and Shapeshift. So he will go ahead and kill my guy. The question is, will he take the extra damage to keep his creature alive? I bet he will. No, actually. He would rather throw his creature away than take an extra 3 damage. I think that's a mistake, actually. I think that's a mistake. I don't know what to tell you. Timberwolf, Unleash the Hounds. So I've got the combo here. Unfortunately, I got nothing to do except play a 2-3 and steady shot, so that's a bit unfortunate. This could have been a Pyromancer, I think, which would have been mostly the same thing. So basically, we're hoping to come back big with Unleash the Hounds, Sea Giant, and Timberwolf. If he has 3 minions on the table, Unleash the Hounds puts out 3 minions, and so Sea Giant's mana cost doesn't change. Timberwolf is 1 mana for 1 minion, so that also does not change the cost of Sea Giant. Same with Abusive Sergeant. I could actually drop a whole... Like, if Sea Giant is playable at the beginning of my turn, I could actually drop a whole board of stuff, and, like, also play Sea Giant. Alright, is it worth it to multi-shot here? Is it worth it to play this? Well, I could run that in there, run this in there, kill it, leave myself with the 4-2 that the Golem can kill. Is that worth it? Or should I just multi-shot, kill the first iteration of the Golem, bring this down to 3 health, so it still kills that thing, but then it dies to a Hound? Of course, I don't need it to be at 1 health, because the Timberwolf and the Abusive Sergeant can both give me extra damage on my Hounds. Well, I am going to multi-shot, because what that does at least is it makes the Golem, first iteration of the Golem, die. I'm not going to throw this thing away. I'm going to let him decide what he wants to do. Actually, if he runs in this damaged Golem and shapeshifts, that would be annoying. So I'm going to just do this. We'll set up for the Hounds. And if he plays any more minions, if he plays even a single minion now, the Sea Giant will be playable. So there's the Grizzly Foe Shizzly. Great. And Assault. Are you goddamned kidding me? That was just like the worst thing I could have possibly hoped for. Shit. So now he's going to get all of his minions back after I killed him with my stuff. Ball sacks. Is what I have to say to that. Crap. Alright, then I'm not going to do it just yet. We're going to do this. Kill off the bear. Bring a tree into this world. And wait for him to probably play more minions. No, still 3 minions on the field. Is he going to play anything else, or is he going to play around Unleash the Hounds and not add anything more to the table? Well, now I can almost clear his board with Unleash the Hounds. Alright, decides to play another minion. I really want Unleash the Hounds here. Or sorry, not Unleash the Hounds. I want, Starving Buzzard or Hunter's Mark. Man, Hunter's Mark is really essential now. Otherwise, I cannot kill this thing at all. Oh, he's going for the Burnout. Oh my goodness, I did not see that coming. I screwed up. I really should have done something about that. Well, now I'm just screwed. I'm going to die in a couple of turns to Shapeshift or Swipe or whatever. So here's our Hounds. I'm gonna play Animal Companion here because I need to hope to get a taunt. I got the Charging Pig. Well, at least it'll kill the Druid of the Claw, but I might be dead. Sunfree Protector would have been really nice here. Let's play the Timberwolf. Timberwolf or Abusive Sergeant, actually? No, Timberwolf, definitely, so I can kill the trees. Now, you have to make sure not to make a mistake here. If you play the Abusive Sergeant, the Sea Giant will cost 0, but there won't be any more room for stuff on the table. So we're just going to play the Sea Giant for 0 now. Alright, so we kill that. Can I win 5, 7, 9, 11? No, he's got too much health. Gotta kill all these trees. Man, Soul of the Forest really did me in this game. We're gonna have to kill that guy. So yeah, I just lose to a swipe at this point. I probably should have snuck this out at some point, just to have an extra body on the ground. That was a mistake, perhaps. So a swipe wins, Starfire wins, or just Shapeshift for a few turns wins.
I'll put it on your
Looks like he doesn't actually have it, or he's just slow rolling it. He doesn't have the kill, it seems. He goes for the face, which makes sense. So he's threatening lethal. I have to deal with this.
Not a morning person.
Gotta deal with it. Alright, well. Abomination is actually terrible because it'll deal 2 damage to me, making it easier for me to die. So we're obviously going to play the Hounds. I'm going to play the Abusive Sergeant as well. So we're going to use that to kill that. We're going to now... I need to get damage through. So this might look ugly, but it's what I have to do. To have any chance of winning, I have to get as much damage on his face as I can, as quickly as I can. So, steady shotting instead of playing an Abomination. Was that a mistake? Maybe. But I feel like I don't want to miss opportunities to steady shot, because every point of damage is so significant. I have no life gain in this deck, so playing this is extremely committal. Savage Roar? Alright, I'm at 1 health. Are you going to Moonfire me to death now? He's going to Wrath to draw a card. Well, I am dead next turn. But if he doesn't have a way to kill this... Oh, Jesus. I'm dead to Leper Gnome. Well, do I have any life gain here at all? Anything whatsoever? No. So I got Sunwalker, Texas Ranger. Unfortunately, this Leper Gnome's just going to suicide itself. And then I die. That's fucking annoying. Well, yeah, I came close. I came close. Savage Roar. Well, there were lots and lots and lots of ways it could have beaten me. Savage Roar and Leper Gnome is a particularly humiliating way of doing it. Well played. You did a good job going for the burn. I think if you'd tried to fight fair, you probably would have lost. Alright, thanks for watching, folks. Please like and or subscribe, and stay tuned to see if I can come back from that crushing defeat to do well in this arena. I'll see you soon.